And hello, everybody. Hello if you are watching on YouTube. Hello if you are listening to us on Spotify. Welcome to the Pub Shed Chats, the beer quiz, and all the rest of the other little bits and bobs section of the show. And I'm very pleased to be joined today by resident Sheddies. Well, we've got Andy of the Dunning in Stoke. How's it going, Andy?
Good, thanks.
And
you didn't miss me that much because obviously you called my name out when you were sleeping in the Halloween episode the other week. I think you were a little bit drunk.
Well, probably last
week. Yeah, it was quite funny, but
yeah, I can't. It's just the name
just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So we've got Andy and we've got Dave. No, I'm joking. We've not got Dave. We've got Jan of the Box of Downs. Jan's Box, how are you doing? Are you good?
Yeah, all good.
Good stuff. Thanks for stepping in for Dave, who's working nights, isn't he?
What an upgrade we've had. Can't believe my luck.
I mean, we're all working nights, Dave.
Yeah.
We're working nights now.
Dave just realised what work is.
So lots to chat about then. So let's speak with Jan first. What have you been up to? How was the last weekend?
So last weekend was brilliant. We went and saw Sarah Millican on the Friday night, and then the Saturday night we went out for an Indian. I got up in the middle of the night for an old people's wee, like you do at my age, 1 o'clock in the morning. When I got back into bed, I stubbed my toe and broke my foot.
Ooh. I'm looking forward to finding out what's in Jan's box this week then. Bandages.
Yeah, toe.
Toe. Just one. Oh,
upturn plug. It was, did it?
Ooh.
A really good weekend and ended up a really shit weekend, but hey ho, that's life, isn't it?
Oh well, never mind.
Roll with the punches. That's it.
That's it. So you're hobbling about a bit then?
Yeah.
Cab can't get her out the pub.
Good excuse to stay there.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking, Jan?
I am on my last Vibrant Forest, and it is Face Everything, a pale ale.
Very nice, yes. Yeah, we know you like your Vibrant Forest. They're kind of down your neck of woods, aren't they, sort of thing? Not too far away.
Yeah, less than an hour away. Yeah, just the New Forest side of Southampton.
Where you usually go on your holidays, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes away from where we go on our holidays, yeah.
Very nice.
But an hour home.
Yeah. What was that? Sorry, Jan?
About an hour away from home.
Oh, well, that's not too bad at all, is it? You're in the lucky part of the world because there's lots of nice little breweries sort of like within good distance of you, isn't there, really?
Yeah, there is. We're lucky. We are lucky like that. Yeah.
And we've got Andy now because Andy, as of tomorrow, if you're listening to the podcast
if you're listening on Friday, it's my birthday tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm already 40.
So there you go. That's it. So if you want to see Andy when he was 39, listen, or if you listen on Spotify before Saturday. If you want to see him when he's 40, go watch YouTube. We're going to do it. Jan, make sure I don't forget to do the happy birthday sing along for Andy before we finish.
Yeah, all right.
So myself and Jan will be seeing Andy, won't we, on the Saturday as well?
Yes, looking forward to it.
I cannot wait. We'll talk about that when we get onto the bit about what we're doing at the weekend. But what have you been up to then? 'Cause you've been away a while, haven't you? We've not had you on the show for a while.
Well, I couldn't do Halloween because it sounds bofty, it's called down here. So couldn't do Halloween. So we went away that weekend. Well, we wanted to, but then we couldn't go. So last weekend we went down to London for we've been married a year already. Can you imagine? So it was our wedding anniversary last weekend. So we went down to London for the first time in the van. Sam drove through Hammersmith. She loves those guys on delivery bikes. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Stayed at Crystal Palace. We went to Gypsy Hill Brewing Company, was their tap room. That's very nice. Got some beers back from there. Went into town, went to Battersea Power Station, had a wander around there because it's dog friendly. If you've got a dog, you can never know. We go into a big, brand new shopping centre and everything. They all allow dogs in all the shops. It's pretty cool. Plus, the building itself is like amazing. Then we went to Costco on the Tube for the first time. He was okay. He needed a drink because it's quite dry and dusty, isn't it? But it was the noises when we got through the centre of town. He was like jumping around the place, but it was quite funny. So we went up to Camden, had a few beers in the beer hall there, walked across the canal down to the Coal Drops Yard. If anybody's been there, that's like a brand new development in north part of King's Cross. Went into a pub called the House of Cans, which is a tiny little. I reckon my shed is actually bigger than that bar. But it's basically got fridges all the way around the bottom with all cans in. There's no glassware. You basically buy a can and drink it, either sitting on the few benches that they've got, or you just take away. But the unique thing is they've got like fire extinguisher clips all over the wall that are filled with the cans that are in the fridge. So you can just look at the cans and then get them out of the fridge. And the guys in there are really good. But of all the can bars in all of London, I bump into Joe from Pint of Sheffield with one of his friends from one of the pubs in the Battle of the Boozers. They were heading to Dortmund to go watch Newcastle play in the Champions League. So they were having to stop up, going via London to Brussels, stopping there that night, and then on to watch Newcastle and Dortmund. What are the chances? So what turned into just having one drink and maybe a takeaway and heading down to somewhere else further south, turned into a couple of hours chatting in the bar. So then headed back, tube, bus, back to campsite. It was very good. So yeah, that was my weekend, really.
It's like you had a great weekend, and yeah, I remember saying we actually saw that while we were recording the last show. We saw.
Yeah, Dave goes, look who he's bumped into.
What the chance of that? What was the bar who was with then from the Battle of the Boozers? Do you remember what the name?
Is it Liam from Dog and
Partridge?
I think so. Can't remember.
Yeah, okay, interesting. I think the Dog and Partridge, I think they might be out of the competition.
They're obliterated as of the Elder Bar, I think, pipped into the poster.
Yeah. The Elder Bar look like they're sort of like powering
reclaiming the title.
Yeah, that's it. I think as of Tuesday gone, for listeners, the Elder Bar were in their semi-final, I think. So you have to go and have a look at Joe's Instagram, Pants Sheffield Instagram, see how he went on. But yeah, looks like you had a great time, Andy.
Yeah,
what are you drinking?
So I've got, I had a can of this previously, and I said how good it was. So when it's good, buy it twice. But not only that, I saved it for this because I knew for a fact that for my birthday at Trentham Craft Bar, they kept me the keg of this beer. So this will be pouring as of tomorrow, which is Finn, Back, and Flock Overcurrent IPA at 7%. This is probably my beer of the year. It's brilliant. So easy drinking. You're
saying that's on at the weekend?
It's on tap.
Yes, very good. I've heard so much about the Trentham Craft Bar. We'll speak about it later on. Looking forward to going, but that looks good. And also, another thing we'll speak about later, it'll come up during Martin Brewis. We want to talk about the Dick and Ed Live, but it'll come up.
Good laugh.
Martin Brewis, we'll talk about it then. But I'm on this seasonal Scottish export. It's Simple Things Fermentations based in Glasgow, and I don't think I've had a beer like this before.
It's definitely brown.
It is.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's really nice. It's very currenty.
Give it a swirl. Get some life in it. Get some flavour from it.
Yeah.
Give it a swirl. Like a what's it? Cicerone. Yeah.
Do you want me to slush this on the keyboard and have even more?
Oh, by the way, Jan's already had 4 drinks because by the time we hit record button,
we had a few.
we've had a few gremlins to that. We don't want any more.
But this is it smells like raisins, and it's very nice.
That glass is massive.
It is a big glass. Glass. But I got this. I want to say thank you to. So apparently, this is supposed to be like an old style. It says Scottish 80s shilling style. So it's some sort of Scottish beer style I've not heard of before. But Simple Things Fermentations in Glasgow, and it was given to me. It was gifted to me by Penistone Beer Shop, who were our beer of the week a few weeks back, and they picked a different one of these beers. What I do like about it. And I don't know if I don't think they knew that I'd like this or not, but it does say. Can you read what it says on the bottom there?
No. In the
wood chip on
the wall. Skipping that
famous pulp lyric. Yeah, I don't know why it says that on it. It just says it on it.
Maybe because it tastes like wood chip.
Possibly. Have you ever tasted wood chip?
I've never licked wood chip, but maybe some people who have got it on the wall still. They live in a house from the 70s. Give it a good old lick. See what it tastes like.
Yeah. But thanks, Penistone Beer Shop, for gifting me. This is very, very nice. I like it. It's good. It's a sipper. It's definitely not a chugger. But it's good.
Dave wouldn't like that.
Dave probably wouldn't know.
No, he would not.
I think it's even hard to sort of see because there's a lot of detail on the labels.
It's amazing because it's got like two labels that are different but are the same.
Yeah. I think it's 5% from what I remember. I found it earlier, but it takes. Hold on a minute. I found it 5.5%. There we go. Malt-driven ale infused with spruce tips. There we go. Good stuff. So,
used tips. Did you just say?
Yeah.
Infused with
tips. Yeah.
Huge tits.
Whatever you hear, Jan, it's up to you.
Oh, magic.
Right. Let's have a quiz, shall we?
Yeah, before it gets out of hand.
Welcome to the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host, Jimbo, your contestants, Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, and Jan of the Box and Hounds down in Hampshire. Can you both see the quiz screen? I just want to check. You can both see you can see the quiz screen. That's very, very good. Good. We're off to a decent start then. We're having to share screen.
We're at the races. We're off.
There we go. So it's time for some questions. You got multiple choice. You've got an estimation question. We've got all the usual little bits and bobs as well. I tell you what, some good questions this week. And also, it's been a bit harder for me because our chief researcher, Jan Box of the Box and Hounds, who sends me loads of questions, is taking part.
So if Jan gets all these questions right, I'm having an inquiry.
Well, this is it. I told Jan, stop reading the news. So she's got no idea what's happened.
But she hadn't had a chance to. She's here to foot.
That's it. So Jan hopefully doesn't know anyway what's going off and what the questions are. Pick some that she's hopefully not seen. Okay. But thanks for all those questions you do send me, Jan. It's very helpful.
No problem.
Yeah, and here we go. Next question. It's the first question then, should I say. So, which football club's local boozer had to temporarily shut due to a fire and a break-in in the same night? Was it Wrexham FC, Burton Albion, or Sheffield United? Which football club's local boozer had to temporarily shut due to a fire and a break-in in the same night? Andy, we'll ask you first. What are your thoughts on this?
You weren't laughing, so I don't think it was Sheffield United.
Can I also say, if it is Sheffield United,
if it was an owl caught on CCTV, then we can give names and addresses.
According to you and Dave, I've got history with this kind of thing, with burning boozers down, and
he can't help it. He's a pyromaniac. I'm gonna go with the Turf Tavern at Wrexham. I mean, they might as well have a day of remembrance if that place burnt down, because it's like literally part of the stadium, isn't it? So Nobody dare break in there anyway, because Deadpool will bloody have them. So I'm going to go with Burton.
You're going to go with Burton?
Yeah, by a process of elimination.
What about yourself then, Jan?
I was going to go for the same answer because I think, obviously, because Ryan Reynolds owns Wrexham, I think that would have been all over the news. Sheffield, I don't know. Are you sneaky enough to not put something on your Instagram post? I don't think so. So I'm going to go for the same.
So you're both going for Burton Albion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody got the right answer? No, nobody's got the right answer. It is. Hold on. It is Wrexham.
Oh no!
Yeah. So they had to just temporarily shut it. They did initially say close until further notice or close for the foreseeable future, but they managed to get it, sorted and reopened. The break-in was actually in their marquee that they have outside, or somewhere, or another, a different part of the pub. But the fire, it apparently happened in the same night. So, and that's the guy who's on the Wrexham documentary on Disney. Who's
he's funny. He is when he's talking about it, because he's like the least fickle fan I think you've ever seen. But the fact that he's that connected to the football club, he's like almost like a community mouthpiece, if you know what I mean. So he's like the guy that people will have a chomp at or a bit of a whinge to, and he's like, he played like he's just like he has to be like the defender of them, if you know what I mean. So, that'd be nice to have a drink with him, to be honest. So,
yeah.
Maybe the turf. Maybe we could do a Ailing Audio live from the turf.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. Or get him on Desert Island Beers.
Dave would wet his pants with excitement if we said we were doing a live from the turf. Yeah.
To be fair, he'll be gutted he's not here for this question because he loves his record, doesn't he? Now?
He's got a tattoo, that fella.
Yeah. So there he is. But yeah, and it is good. It's. I mean, I'm not sure how many other football clubs have got like a proper traditional sort of boozer attached to the pub, to the ground. I know Wednesday have got like various suites and a kind of like a little bar underneath, but nothing like that. This traditional proper old style pub inside.
Used to be a lot of football grounds with them. It's hard to like pick one out now. When I was a kid, like I remember going football matches. Like we went Macclesfield. They used to have one at the end of their ground. Like that's a proper pub. It was massive as well. I mean, I remember going with my dad to Preston, and they'd got sort of a similar thing. I don't know if that's like a club now or part of the stadium, but there's a lot like they miss them. But you know why they got rid of them? It's because the football fans are idiots at the end of the day, and it's just like it's part of that 80s hooliganism. What's it that kind of put restrictions in place, and luckily places like Wrexham have managed to keep it going. So.
Yeah, is it like I don't know if you know this, but is it independent from the football club? Even though it's attached to the ground, is it like independent? The business is independent, but I'm guessing
business is independent. Yeah,
they pay rent to the ground owners or whatever.
I guess they have like a leasehold.
Yeah.
I guess some sort of brewery owns it. I don't think it's a freehold. Like I'm not sure. But does a good job. Keeps it full. That's what it's good.
That's it. Well, your next question then is this one. Again, Dave is going to be kicking himself. He's not here.
Did you just put in Google all the questions that Dave loves?
Oh yeah. He's like, but the 1 week he would have won the quiz.
He'd have still got him wrong.
So, which punk pop rock band performed a surprise gig at the London pub The Marquis last Thursday, 9th of November? You would have just missed it, wouldn't you, Dave, Andy?
Dave, yeah.
Well, you would have missed it, wouldn't you? Because I'm guessing you weren't there by the Thursday. You didn't go to the weekend, did you?
No. Go on, Jan, you go. Have a think.
Oh, I've got absolutely no idea.
Just for our listeners, the options for this are Blink-182, Green Day, and All Time Low. So one of those punk pop rock bands did a surprise London a gig at a pub in London in the Marquis last Thursday, 9th of November.
I've got absolutely no bloody idea. But I know Dave is a huge fan of Blink-182 and Green Day. Ugh. So, funny enough, I'm going to go with All Time Low.
All Time Low. Okay.
Dave would be at an all-time low missing out on this question. I'm gonna go with what Dave would probably answer with Blink-182.
Blink-182. Well, they have been kind of, touring, and they've been
In out shaking it all about, yeah.
Exactly. They've been around the UK. So, has anybody got the right answer? No, again. This happened last week. This happened last week. We had no one getting right answers for ages. So it was actually Green Day, and there's a picture of them just there for our YouTube viewers. You can see it on
Look at all them people taking pictures on the phone. Just enjoy the moment.
Yeah. It was like an acoustic gig, so they kind of just got out their instruments where they were sat and did.
I hope not.
So yeah. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, quite a nice thing for people to be able to see that one. So yeah, yeah, good stuff. So yeah, Dave would have been gutted to have missed that question. But yeah, it was Green Day, because Green Day obviously I don't know why they were. I don't know if they're performing in the UK at the minute. I know Blink-182 are, but anyway,
they've just been previously to the Turf at Wrexham, so maybe there's a fire in that pub as well.
Possibly. That's probably what it was. Okay, next question then. So it's an estimation question. Couple Dale and Holly Harvey have been in the news this week as they've been on a mission to visit every single pub in the UK. What percentage of pubs as of Friday the 10th of November have they visited so far since they started their challenge in March 2022? So they've been doing this challenge for...
So Holly and Dale have recently been to Newcastle on the Lyme.
How do you know this?
Because I've seen it.
That's near you, isn't it?
Yeah. And they were on, I'll give Jan a number. Jan, they were on pub 2,100 or something stupid like that.
Right, okay. So
how many pubs are there in the UK? That's your question, really, isn't it? A
hell of a lot more than 2,000.
A lot more than that, isn't there?
So you've got to estimate, how that, if Andy's saying that he knows they were on around 2,000, when was this then that they came to Newcastle upon Lyme?
It was about a month ago.
So back then they were on about 2,000. It can't be much more than 2,000 they've got to, obviously. So what percentage of UK pubs do you reckon that might be, is the question.
I'm going to say something quite low. I'm going to go with 6%.
6%. Okay, so 6% for Jan. Andy, I hope you're not Googling.
No, I was going to try and find them to figure what number they were at Newcastle. That's what I was trying to find.
I had VAR in then. Checking him out.
Yeah, I was just making sure it's the same people. That was all.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it sounds like
I think his name was Dale. I'm not sure about Holly. She's got red hair, I suppose. I think. He always takes a picture with his face with the pub in the background. And he's always got either half a face or it's like this. It's really funny. Well, they literally, Jan, they take a picture and it's the pub behind them and them two or them plus whoever they're out with. And they just put the pub number and the name of the pub. There's no other description or anything. It's brilliant Instagram account.
Okay.
I'm going to just go a bit lower than Jan. I'm going to say 4%.
You're going to say 4%.
There's a hell of a lot of pubs, isn't there, in the UK? That's the
2,000 is not a lot of pubs.
No.
So we've got 4% against 6%. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Right. You sure we're saying that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look. 5%.
Oh my God! Woo!
Yes, Jan.
I should have asked for
Points.
decimal
We got
points.
a point each.
I should have asked for decimal points. Yeah. 5%, so you both get a point there. So it's 1-1. Very good. So yeah, just a little bit of info as well. They've already spent 22 grand on alcohol. Since they started doing it.
They've sold their house. They're just living in pubs day to day.
As of the news article, which was last Friday, they've done 2,192 pubs. Their record in one day is 27 pubs. Now, that's like a 24-hour thing, that. So 27 pubs in a day, that's like more than 1 an hour, but it must be a lot more than 1 an hour.
I think they did about 9 in Newcastle in an evening, so...
I have got a list as well of the pubs they've said are the favourites so far. So maybe some of these people might know of. A lot around the sort of Nottingham and Leicestershire.
That's where they're from.
Leicestershire area.
They're from Nottingham.
Ah, well, there we go. So there's some I've put up on the screen for you. I can't see a Stoke on there or Sheffield yet.
No, won't be. I don't think they've been into Stoke. They went to Newcastle under Lyme, which is obviously a very distinct borough from Stoke-on-Trent. For those who know the geography.
But they've only done 2 pubs in London.
Looks like it so far, yeah. Just the 2.
They're his favourite pubs, though. Like, he
yeah.
could have done loads of pubs in London because he's just been all rubbish.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's just their favourite ones.
Yeah, Dale's favourite, yeah.
Okay.
It's one worth tracking into and keeping an eye on this story.
I'm just trying to find their account so we can give them a name a plug, but I can't find them from the life unless you've got the name of them.
I haven't, no, but we'll if I manage to find their accounts, their Instagram accounts or whatever, I will share it afterwards. So yeah, there we go. Okay, next question then. This is a good one, and this is one for you. In fact, David liked this as well, but you're gonna like this one, Andy. What has won Van Conversion of the Year Award 2023? What has won Van Conversion of the Year Award 2023? I mean, you're all like your vans. You know, you and Dave have got your sort of camper van type things. Jan, you've got your caravan. So, you know, you're gonna like this question. So the possible answers here: what won the Van Conversion of the Year Award? Was it an ice cream van turned into a bar? Was it a riot van turned into a bar? Or was it an ambulance turned into a bar? So I think we're going Andy first to discuss what he thinks.
Well, the riot van would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Because how would you get in and out of it? The ice cream van makes a bit of sense because you've got a serving hatch. And I suppose the ambulance makes sense because you could leave the bed in there for a lie down after. And obviously you've obviously got the DED to bring you back to life after you've had too many. I'm going to go with ice cream just because I like the fact that it could turn up with the music playing, not rather than a siren going off.
Yeah. So ice cream. Okay.
Oh, I've lost it. We've lost the question, but
it's all right. It's all right. I just thought people can see you for a little bit while you're discussing your answer.
It's a ploy. I'm going to go with ice cream van.
Ice cream van. Okay. Jan?
What's this? Crunchies?
Have the camper van before we got the caravan, and I've seen a lot of people converting ambulances into camper vans, but it's not what it is it? It's how well they did the conversion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with an ambulance.
So you're gonna go with an ambulance, okay? So Jan's going ambulance. Andy's going ice cream van. Has anybody got the right answer? Oh, no. Sorry. No. That was my fault. Has anyone got the right answer? Somebody has got the right answer. Somebody. No, what did you go with?
Way up. Ice cream van. And Jan went with ambulance.
Ambulance, okay. Someone has got the right answer.
Bloody hell. The suspense is killing me.
Who's got it right? Jan.
Hey.
And there's some pictures of it there for the YouTube viewers. But it looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Talking of emergency services, did you see that the engine room was the Fat Lads pub of the year.
Oh, did it?
The firehouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, good work. And then I found the account. It's Great British Pub Crawl for Dale and Holly.
Pub Crawl on Instagram. Give it a follow.
Go give it a follow. See if they go in your local boozer. See if they like it or not. They're currently on, as of today, at time of recording, they're on 2229. So the percentage has increased a little.
You're not doing yourself any favours saying that, though, Andy, because that means Jan might get the point.
Technicality, Jan. You can win. Comes down to VAR, you can pull that card out.
All right. Okay.
It's currently 2-1 to Jan anyway. But yeah, this ambulance looks amazing. They've done a really good job with that. Looks like they've called the bar the doghouse inside the ambulance. I would say probably should have been called like something to do with the ambulance itself rather than the doghouse. But
I'd call it sound the alarm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not just talking like, they've put like a fridge in there or whatever. They've actually put they've got proper beer pumps and stuff in there, aren't they? Like running water with the look of it and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, that is a proper good conversion. That. No wonder you can't get an ambulance these days.
Category 4, that is. If you're in a road traffic accident, they say category 4, you might as well keel over there because it'll be 7 hours.
So, it was Paul White from Liverpool who did that conversion. So, well done to Paul White. Okay. So, it's now time for then. What's that pub shed sound?
Now, you're going to play last week's, right?
I am going to play last week's, yeah.
I'll let you play it because I haven't got a clue. I listened to it twice, that section of the show last week, and I still couldn't get it. Okay,
so I'll play last week's first then because I'll have to check. Cause I did ask for some late answers as well, see if anyone had any late answers. So we know what, if you watch the YouTube version of the show last week, you'll know that we left it running so that Pablo and Dave could discuss what they thought it might be.
Which I didn't watch that.
Well, Dave said it was very vigorous. He didn't really have an answer as such, but he did think it was very vigorous. But yeah, I'll play the sound and then we'll see what you think. So here's the sound then. Once again. So that was last week's sound. Any closer to getting any sort of idea with that one, Andy?
Sounds like shuffling of something, like you're almost like putting something together. You know, like you'd have a set of chords, and you would like get them back together, and you'd like tap them.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't put a finger on it.
The only thing I can think of is like, when you get the ice cubes and they're all stuck together and you bang them.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
I remember when we had James from the Five Shack on, and he was talking about he was putting a cocktail together. He's doing one of his masterclasses on the show, and he was talking about getting ice in your drink and stuff. He goes, "Oh, I just smash it on the side of the house." Just brilliant, proper masterclass. James just smashing his ice on the side of the house. But no, it's not that either. But it's a good guess. Now, Pablo, in the YouTube recording, did say he thought it sounded like, and I'll play it once again, beating cushions. And that was the correct answer.
Oh.
I never beat mine. I just sit on them.
Oh, well, that's it. You got to fluff them up sometimes, haven't you? Give them a whack, get the dust off them or whatever. That kind of thing. Yep. So, yeah, fluffing up your cushions. So that was the answer. Well done. Anybody else who thought it might be that? I think that was a tricky one. Like I said, only really Pablo got really any, close to it, really. There were lots of people saying, yeah, is it?
He gets me as a bit of a fluffer.
Yeah, there were people saying, is it stuff to do with, like putting, getting glasses out of a shelf and stuff like that. There were all sorts of different. Didn't really sound like glass to me, but there were lots of different people saying it was this and that, but we didn't get anything close to that. But there you go, Pablo, you got it right. But that means we've got another one for this week. So, what is this pub shed sound? That was it once. I'll play it again. What's this pub shed sound? And I'll play it one more time, and then I'm going to cut. For Spotify listeners, we'll play a song. Jan and Andy, you can discuss between yourselves what you think it is. So one more time. What's that pub shed sound? One more time. What's that pub shed sound? Let me know on Instagram. Write me a message, and we'll play a song. Andy and Jan, what you reckon it was?
No bloody idea.
It sounds like something opening and closing. Could it be a cocktail shake or something like that?
They're actually getting harder, these, because I'm running out of sounds. There's only so many
Did you make the sound in your shed?
I do make the sound in my shed. And I try to go with sounds that most people will be able to make in their sheds as well.
Can I just hear it again?
What
sort of like things can you hear?
You're putting glasses on the shelf or something? Like you stacked a glass and then put it on the shelf?
That's what I thought, Andy. Like, is it either putting them 2 glasses on the bar or...
Yeah.
That's how you're moving glasses around and putting them on something. That's what I thought.
You are close, but you're not there.
I don't know if it's wind rattling my glasses around in the bar tonight, or if I can hear a little ching in the sound.
Yeah, I think you can definitely you're definitely picking up on the glass.
Maybe taking glasses off the shelf and getting them ready for beer in.
Yeah. Could be
the opposite way around.
Well, we'll leave it there and let it annoy you for another week.
It annoys me anyway, even if I got it right.
Yeah, so we'll let it annoy you for another week.
Let it boil under my skin for another week.
So, for now, though, back on, and it's the big question. So, I've got a question for you that we asked our listeners and our audience and our Instagram people. The question was last time, scenario, it's Friday evening. There are 3 beers in your fridge, all the same beer style, whatever your usual style is, and you are going to drink every one of them tonight. Based on the ABV alone, what do you start with? So before you give your before you give what the answer you think people gave in their numbers, in their greatest numbers, what would you actually do, Jan and Andy? What percentage of these would you go for? Your options are a 4.2%, so something quite sessionable, 6.5%, or a big 8%. Which of them?
So them are the 3 beers you've got in your fridge.
Yes.
And which one of which would you start with? Okay.
And it's based on your style. So whatever kind of beers it might be a mixture of things, but whatever your go.
I don't see many dippers at 4.2%, but we'll go over that.
Yeah. But maybe I'm talking dark or light beers, that kind of thing. So
fruity fridge bangers, Jan.
Yeah.
These could be assembled in Jan's box.
They could well be.
Yeah.
But I can answer this question, and I said I would start with the 8%.
Always start with a dipper.
But to be honest, sometimes I don't actually look. I'll just get 3 or 4 now, and I'll just drink them whatever order they come in.
Yeah.
If I actually to think about it, I would always start on the higher percentage.
Okay. So you start on the 8% then.
Yeah, why not?
See, we had this discussion the other week, I think, and you were saying this, Andy, that apparently the thing is to start and go down, isn't it?
Start with a dipper because then that engages your taste buds by all accounts because of everything else. So you should be able to pick out flavours and stuff that's a lot less afterwards. But it's always start with the dipper, they say. But I don't, if you remember me rightly saying. I kind of go middle of the road. So in this scenario, I'd probably go with a 6.5%.
I see what you mean. I don't. I see what they're saying about starting on the higher percentages, but what I find, if I start on something like an 8%, that's absolutely
you get addicted and can't get off them.
Yeah, and then or you might drop down to something that's like 4.2%. Then it's a very good beer, but you're not appreciating it enough because you've had something that's so thick and full of flavour and juice and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
If I'm up.
He loves them thick and full of juice.
So what do you think the audience said then?
I think the audience are going to say they start on the lower percentage.
Okay, lower.
Whereas I'm actually going to say that everybody's going to say they start on a big one.
All right, okay. So opposite ends here. Jan going 4.2%.
Yeah.
Andy going 8%. Let's have a look. It is 8%. Well done, Andy. You pulled it back. I think that makes it 2 each. Yeah, it's got close after an interesting start and no one getting right answers. Only a few. You know what? I tend to feel like I'd want to start in the middle.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to start 6.5. Something not too, something a bit interesting.
I always start with something like maybe just like IPA level sort of thing, just to like get you going. But
yeah,
it also depends on the weather, I think, as well. Because like if it's a nice cool day, I go a lot lower for some weird reason. Like I'll sit with a nice pale. Like I'm one of them where if I've got a cozy we sat in Gypsy Hill last week and I had a beer in there, and it was one of their session beers, and I said, this is one of them beers where you could sit in front of an open fire and quite happily sit there all evening, and that was like 4.5%, something like that. So
yeah.
I actually really enjoy like a little table beer in the summer when it's roasting hot.
Yeah.
Like 2.8 or 3.8% in the summer. Don't get me wrong, I like a dipper in the summer, but I think a table beer is perfect for a summer drink.
Yeah.
Agree.
But then if you go to a beer festival and you've got your tokens, you're going to go straight in at the dippers, aren't you? You're gonna have a right good third of tanking, couple of dippers for get going. Then maybe a street food kebab, and then back at it again and lower it down a bit.
Yeah, that's a perfect night out. That.
I always so when I've had a few in Shed and I've kind of got to the point where right, that's what I said I was going to have. That's my kind of. But you
quoted yourself.
Yeah. What I said I'm going to have, and what I've told Steph we'd go in after this or whatever. But she's took ages having a drink. She's still got half whatever she's got left, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have
another half. Yeah.
But yeah, so then I go to the low ones because I can say it's only a low one. It's only a low one. This.
Brilliant.
This is how it's going to go Saturday as well.
Yeah. Don't forget, you've got to go Emma Bridgewater first, mate.
Oh, I mean, good. I'm not going after. Imagine trying to pull in a China shop. So 8% then, 56.3% went for that. So that's quite a big chunk of people saying that. 6.3% of people who answered it saying 6.5%, the middle one, and then 37.5% going for the lower ABV 4.0%. So good stuff. Yes, nice one. Okay, here we go then. It's time for He's back.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
Yep, Sheddie Mercury is back. Just to remind everybody, it is shopping theme songs today. Shopping theme songs. Because it's
when you put that out as like the topic, I actually couldn't think of a single bass shopping song to even request. I mean, my perfect 10 from the other week didn't even get mentioned. Like that was like that should have got a 10. It was perfect 10 on a numbers week. Should have got 10 out of 10.
We played it. What did
yeah,
it
no,
get?
but I'm just saying it should have got 10. Should have been a 10 out of 10 club. It's like perfect.
I suppose so.
Yeah, perfect 10.
I think it was a challenging theme because we did notice it was a. We normally have like ridiculous amounts of songs to sift through, whereas we didn't have as many this time. It was a bit easier this week. But here's one from Sheddie Mercury. Something to do with the shopping theme. Could be song title, could be artist name, could be in the lyrics. Here we go. Sheddie Mercury, take it away. So there you go. You've had it once. Something to do with shopping.
Is he okay?
Here we go. One more time. There we go. Any idea at all, Jan?
I think he's had a stroke.
Absolutely no idea. I think someone shrunk the cat.
You like that?
The only song I could think of that doesn't sound anything like that is Rod Stewart, Handbags and Glad Rags.
Oh, it's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
It's been requested today, but it's not that song.
Oh.
No, I'm up there with completely no idea other than the fact that somebody checked fast. Because it sounds like he's had a stroke halfway through singing that.
It's either been played already today, or it will be. Or it will be. Oh yeah, you haven't heard it yet, Andy and Jan. But it will be in today's show somewhere. So that's the only clue we can give you. Again, answers on Instagram, whatever. Post it below the video.
I mean, this subject was up there with like death as a subject for song matter, wasn't it? Like, it's a tough one.
It is a difficult one. Yeah, I take that.
If anybody gets a 10 out of 10, though, I'll be livid.
Right, here we go.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
So Martin Brewis, money-saving beer expert then. So I've got a couple lined up. One of them is linked back to Dick and Ed's live from last Friday, which was very good, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But the first one I wanted to share was actually one that I spotted on one of our listeners' pages. And Dave's actually mentioned this before, but I thought it was a good reminder to, good point to remind people of this one. And it's, a lot of like breweries do these opening offers, don't they? Your first orders, you can get like 10% off, 15%.
Always, I said before, sign up for newsletters. Like even if you unsubscribe afterwards, sign up for newsletters.
Exactly. But I do think North Brewing Co.'s opening thing is particularly generous 30% is not to be sniffed at, is it? 30% discount on your first orders. And it was Matt from the Canary and the Cockerel Pub Shed so done it. And the way he kind of showed you, you know, what he'd kind of got in his sort of for his price and all that kind of thing was really good. Because obviously you kind of have to be careful because you've got to spend a little bit in order to get the free delivery as well. Otherwise you kind of take away you kind of add on to the price of the beer if you don't get your delivery for free as well. So what Matt did is he got a great deal with North Brew Co. He got their hop pack of 12 440ml cans, which were reduced to £40 anyway. But also for new customer subscribers, you get the 30% discount, which we mentioned. So he ordered 2 packs, that's 24 cans, which qualified him for the free delivery. That's 56 quid, including free delivery, making it £2.33 a can.
Bargain.
Absolute bargain. Well done. Matt the Canary.
Just with this as the podcast comes out, and it might have already started this week. Black Friday discount across the board. People are putting packs of beer out. North Brewer, I saw they're going to start. They're going through a very small rebranding, which has changed the logo slightly. But basically, they're going to give away loads of cans. I think I've frozen in mine mode. But just keep your eye out for, like you said, for the different sort of subscribe to newsletters now, because it'll tell you about any sort of offers like that.
Yep, that's it. So yeah, like so good with this Black Friday as well. Not just looking at beer offers, but on Amazon and various other sites, there might be home bar stuff as well to look out for. So if there's anything you've been wanting for your own bar, don't forget to be having a look from. Generally starts like this Friday, doesn't it, and lasts for like a week or so. Black Friday's just not one day anymore, is it?
Stretches out now.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me still, because the videos I think completely died.
No, we can hear you.
Luckily. So some breweries will do like from just like the week in November. Some people do the weekend. Some people do like 2 weeks. Some people do like the whole of November, don't they now? But in technicality is that I think Friday of this being released is Black Friday. So
that's it. Go check it out, see what you can get. On to the next one. Now, this is a bit of a local one. It came up. It says sponsored because it was a sponsored post that I nicked. We're not actually sponsored by Little Critters. But it's this one. So Little Critters, I noticed this on their website. They've been doing it for a bit of time. I think it's for this month, so there might still be a bit of time to get this deal. I know, Jan, that you're a big fan of Little Critters as well. Yeah, but you can get, basically, they're doing, for their cases of 12, when you order, you can get 2 of the cans for free, which, if you can pick it up, obviously, it makes it an even better deal, but I appreciate not everyone can do that. But but it does make the cans alone sort of like £2.70 a can. Which is pretty good. So again, if you do what Matt did and order in bulk, you'll probably qualify for some sort of like, free delivery too, possibly. £2.70 a can is based on if you get their kind of like Headbanger IPA, which is one of their core beers, or the Raspberry Blonde. Obviously, the price per can will go up if you order some of the bigger beers like the Dipper, for example, and so on, which I did the other night, by the way. Very nice. I'm
going to drop out and drop back in. Just try and reboot.
We'll see in a bit, Andy. The next one I'll keep talking about them while Andy's trying to find his way back. Polly's Brew Co. I've been noticed. Have you seen these flashing up on your Instagram, Jan? They keep flashing up on mine. Like I'm being advertised to. Did you say you've seen these, Jan?
No, I haven't.
No. Well, I mean, I love Polly's. I really like Polly's beers. I'm after a glass. I'm tempted to go for some of these, but so they've got £5 off some of their 6-pack beers that come with a free glass as well. So you've got like the core range, you've got the Hop Studio range, and you've got the Icons range. You get £5 off any of those, basically. So they've got a bit of a sale on them in a minute. So that's one that's worth checking out as well. Have a look for that on the Polly's website. And then, I don't know if Andy's back yet or not.
She'll be back.
He's back. He is.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing, because we've got Dick and Ed's discount code deal. So first of all, what a light it was.
It's very limited time only, but good night. Good beers as well. Obviously, me and Dave didn't agree on the order, which I knew was going to happen, because he doesn't like blueberry, because he's weird.
Did he for the biscuit?
He went for the jammy biscuit, which did look like somebody dropped a biscuit in a tea. It was amazing, which was quite funny because I've seen a box of Yorkshire tea bags that are called tea and biscuit flavoured tea, which remind me of like, I nearly bought them. I should have bought them. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but called tea, biscuit, tea. Strange. But yeah, me and Dave did. We were back live. Spoke to guys at Brew Yonder, and they very kindly give us a discount code. So done in all one word. It doesn't have to be all capitals, but stick it in. But they've got some offers on there at the minute for their boxes, like with.
Oh, Andy's dropped. I'll carry on what he was saying. Andy's saying that basically Brew Yonder have got some offers on their website already. But you've also got Andy Dunn's done in code, so that's done in big capital letters at checkout, 15% off your Brew Yonder. We'll wait for Andy to come back.
I'm back, I think.
He's back.
Don't know what's going on.
It's all right.
Jack's just decided to kick me out.
But you were saying about they've got some offers on the boxes on the website at the minute.
Yeah, like we were saying before, like North Brew Co. do like these box offers. These guys have got some as well. So even on the new confectionery beers that they've just put on, there's like additional discounts on them. So again, you could probably buy 24 beers, get the free shipping plus the extra 15%.
Well, there we go. So yeah, go check them out.
Not sure how long it'll last for, but probably another week.
There we go. So if you're listening the weekend, well, as this podcast come out, if you want these beers, go be quick. And it sounded like you pretty much enjoyed them all, didn't you?
They were all very good. Yeah, they're all very good in different ways. Like the mango sorbet was really. I knew the other ones were pastry sour, so I started with the one that wasn't, because I knew that one would catch the back. You don't like sour beers, so you would hate the mango sorbet one. But the other ones are not as sour. The other ones are a bit more smoother, but you do get that tartness from sort of the fruits involved. So like the jammy biscuit was a big strawberry hit. I did say at the time, I didn't pick up much on the raspberry side of things. And the macaroon one was a very much what did I say? Like licking a Bounty with no chocolate on it. There was that much coconut in it. If you're allergic to any coconut, don't have that. But they were very tasty. But the standout one for me was the blueberry bakewell, because it was very big blueberry flavour, but then this like almondy, crusty pastry deliciousness underneath, which was very good.
Nope, I really enjoyed it.
And they weren't all that strong either. I think the strongest one we had was 7.5%. So.
Yeah. I was going to ask actually how were your heads the next day? How was your head?
Oh, we were fine.
We were fine. How do you prepare for one of these lives? Do you make sure you eat first, or do you end up eating after?
I eat first, usually.
Good plan.
Eat before, because we don't start now, because obviously Dave's got excuses that we have to start later. I managed to squeeze my tea in and don't have to rush.
There we go. Good stuff. So yeah, check that out, and don't forget, Brew Yonder is where you can go, and obviously your 15% discount if you use the code DONE IN at checkout. Good stuff. Anything else from yourself, Jan? Was there anything you've picked out? Have you seen any bargains recently before we move on?
Perfect Draft are doing Black November the whole month.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing like deals on kegs, and I think they've got some new kegs coming out and stuff. I've just seen it on Instagram. I've not actually looked into it.
They've got big discounts on machines with kegs as bundles. So if you've got a special person in your life that has a pub shed, would like a perfect draft machine, have a look now. And as Jan mentioned, I think Dave alluded to it, that Vocation are dropping a keg. And I think Mahu, I don't know if you spell it right or say it right, but Spanish lager, is it Mahu? That's just dropped.
I think that came out today.
Yeah. So yeah, they're dropping quite a few in the next few weeks, I believe, in the lead up to Christmas. But there's been recently a couple of Camden beers drop on there, Marzen, which I've not tried, a Francicana Fest beer, which is supposed to be very good. But they're all put them on a combination deal where you get like 3 kegs at a discount. But then also, if you do it by the app, you get an extra 15% discount if you buy multiples of 3 kegs. So
Very good. It's a good time to check out if anyone wants the physics machine, which is a nice little gadget as well. I know you've got one, Andy. They
behind you, I can see it over your shoulder.
Mine's behind me. Yeah, it's a good time to check out deals on the physics because they usually go up and down throughout the year, don't they? Obviously, like Amazon have their Amazon Prime days and things like that, and Black Friday's I think another time when across all different stores that they have them in. They do,
and even if you hurt your foot, you could use it as a fake leg.
Yeah, you can.
Don't you, John?
You could, yes.
Yeah. I'm
just laughing at Andy modelling it. He's like something off a 1980s game show there. Look.
What you could have won.
What you could have won.
I clean my physics out with a Milton tablet. Because I've occasionally had a few from it and then completely forgot that I need to run some warm water in to clean it, and then I get in the next day, and it's not nice. Yeah, so I have to run like a Milton tablet through it and stuff like that to make sure it's proper.
Well,
nice and clean.
You were right last week. Like them are perfect for the big bottles.
They are, yeah.
Big bottles. That's ideally that's what they're for. Unless you've got like loads of cans of the same beer, you need to run the same beer through it because you'll just spend your time rinsing them. But if you've got the big bottles like I think you said Camdenals, didn't you? The big ones or the
Moretti's.
Lost Lagers. That's what you're on about, weren't you? There's like
Brewdogs are kicking, don't they? But their bottles, Brewdogs are quite unique because they do the 660s, don't they? Was it 620s or something? I think it's 660 actually, but yeah. So yeah, get them. Good stuff. Right. Are we ready then for this? Here we go. What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box?
Hi guys, Jan here from the Boxing Hounds, and I've brought along my famous box. Can you guess what's inside it this week? 20 questions, and I can only answer yes or no.
So we did this in the live. I've never taken part in Jan's box until the live, so didn't realise
how stressful was it.
It was very stressful.
You weren't going to do it again.
I know. I've put myself right in the situation again. By the way, well done. I think you finished 2-2 in the quiz altogether, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, take the.
To be fair, I'll give it Jan on the technicality because they've got more pubs now, so they may be up more than 5%.
Maybe. I bet it's hardly moved it, has it really? Think about it, but anyway. But yeah, still.
I don't even know. How many pubs are there?
No idea. So.
A truckload.
Am I right in assuming, Jan's box is pub shed related or garden related or all the usual things?
Caravan related, holiday related.
We're not on tour.
Outdoor related, indoor related, people related, not related.
Doing really, but I will tell you it is definitely pub shed related tonight.
Pub shed related.
Oh, I've got it. Is it made of wood?
No.
Oh, we've asked the question. All right then.
It would have been amazing if it was made of wood with Dave not being here.
He says it's never made of wood.
It will never be made of wood.
Is it made of plastic?
No.
Is it made of metal?
Yes.
Oh, okay, made of metal. Can I hold it in one hand?
Some you might be able to.
Some it's a two-hand job.
Stop making me press it. So it's metal. It can be held in one hand depending on it and whether it's a big
size.
One. Yeah.
Does it any form of electricity?
Yes.
Does it have a light on it?
Some do.
Ooh. Some are big, some are small. Some have lights, some have not. but they've all contain a bit of juice. Is it used for the serving of drinks?
No.
Yeah. Does it make a sound?
Some do.
Some do. Bloody hell. We're looking for something metal, Jimbo, that maybe makes a sound or not. Either lights up or not. But it definitely plugs in or goes in the battery. Doesn't have any form of rubber on it, does it?
I didn't realise quite how wrong this was going to sound, but
no.
Do you have to clean it?
Yes.
You do have to clean
You
it.
do have to clean. Keep it clean.
It might have it might not. It might make noise. It might not. You have to clean it.
You have to keep it clean. Is it used for entertainment purposes?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that's one thing I know it's not. Oh.
It's not a bottle opener.
I don't have the questions you've asked, by the way.
You don't know.
Some things it lights up. Some things it lights up.
I think we're about 9. I think we're about 8 or 9.
I think we're on about 9. Yeah. Doesn't make a sound, but some do. You have to keep it clean.
It doesn't. Oh, it's not involved in the serving of drinks.
No, it's not these drinks. Does it hold anything?
No.
No. There's people screaming what this is.
Yeah, this is tough now. Okay. Is it right? Is it the shape? I'm looking at the shape now. So is it?
Yeah.
Is it like? Is it round? Is it something that's like round or spherical?
Can be.
Can light up.
Not used for entertainment.
Not used for entertainment.
What are we on now? 10 questions? 10. Okay.
Made of metal. Some light up, some don't. It's definitely powered. Can be held in one hand, depends on the size of it. It can be round, but it might not be. It's not used for the serving of drinks. It's not used for entertainment, but you've got to keep it clean.
I mean, it's hard not to keep it clean with.
Would you clean this thing with a rag?
You can, yes.
I know it was a vague question anyway, but I was thinking it might be like something that's.
Okay. So it's not used for entertainment. It's not used for serving of drinks. Is it some sort? Is it a tool?
Can you elaborate a bit more with that question?
Is it used in DIY in any way?
No.
Does it give off any heat?
Yes.
Oh.
Because some light up. It's electric. Gives off heat. You've got to keep it clean, but you might not use a rag to keep it clean.
We can afford.
What was your question, Joshua? They asked, is it a tool? And you said to clarify for DIY. So it's not like a heat gun or anything like that, because that's like heat wise.
Would you generally? So do you plug it in? There's not battery. Can I say? Is it something that you'd plug in?
Yes.
Is it? Because it can be round. It can be round.
And I just say you don't always plug it in.
Oh.
It's not always electrical.
Okay. Is it? Does it?
But it will have an electrical component of some sort.
Does it? Go on.
I was going to say, is giving off heat its purpose?
Yes.
Can it have logs in it?
Yes.
Is it a heater?
Yay!
What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? Oh, we got there in the end.
Oh, that was a toughie.
That was a toughie. It was, yeah.
As soon as you said, is it like a tool? And she was like, I was like, hang on.
A lot of things.
Technically, a heater is a tool, isn't it?
And a lot of things give off heat, don't they? Without meaning. Yeah. Like a fridge, for example, it gives off heat without meaning. Well, it's not.
I wish mine would give off more heat. My feet are freezing.
We've got.
I will say, I think that's the funniest one we've done so far because of all the way everybody's brains were going. I was like, no.
Oh, well, we got there in the end. That's the main thing. Right.
Yeah.
It's time for Pub Shed of the Week, okay? And this one is the German Irish Pub, okay? On Instagram, you'll find them all one word, the German Irish Pub. Now, I did get some additional information from them. I wasn't sure I was going to because it was one of them where they weren't following me, so they might not have seen my message, but they managed to get in touch with me just in time. We're following each other and all that kind of thing, so that's good. I asked about the pub in general and stuff like that. For our YouTube viewers, you can see the pictures we put up on screen. But you said the real name of their pub is actually Becker's Pub. Becker, little dash sh. Becker's Pub. And that's based on their surname, okay? So their first names are Annika and Manuel, and they live in a small village in Germany near to
Germany?
Germany. Generally live near Germany.
Germany.
We live in a small village in Germany. It's near to Mainz or Frankfurt. There you go. In 2021, they bought a house in her husband's home village. One room was not yet taken, and they were thinking about what they should do there because they love Ireland so much. It was clear to her, the landlady, that they needed to build a pub in there. So there we go. Our pub is actually only open for private guests. but which obviously most of ours are. But already they've got so many ideas. They want to organise game nights and karaoke, and have a private. They've got a private group of Irish women as well to come round. I'm guessing that's what it is. And I've invited everyone. So she's invited her Irish friends, with the sound of it. They said anyone who wants to visit is very welcome. So if you're ever near in Mainz or near Frankfurt, I'm not really good to say that. Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. I'm trying to say my German. Yeah, my best
you know where the sausages come from.
yeah. So anyone's welcome to visit if you're in the area. Is what she says. Maybe get in touch on Insta just to check before you
make sure they're in.
Yeah, exactly. So I asked about Pub Shed Pets, as we always do. They've got a cat called Akira, really nice name, who helped the landlady through a difficult time. So she chose a Gaelic word for anchor. So that I think that's what Akira is, a Gaelic word for anchor. She's now very old, but she's our children's best friend, and she's never bitten anyone or scratched anyone, which is good to hear. You work with cats a lot, don't you, Jan?
Yeah,
so that's a bonus, isn't it?
It's a bonus that they don't bite or scratch. Yes, that is a bonus.
I bet you come home with some right scratches on you sometimes.
To be fair, probably 98% of them are absolutely fine, but you just get the odd one that's, a rescue cat. You don't really know the history of it. They're really nervous. If you press your luck too much. In 20 years, I've been bitten twice. So,
and mainly that's when they don't know what's in Jan's box. They get so annoyed.
I don't blame them.
Just to finish off what I was saying about them, but they're absolute. Let's have a look. My absolute favourites. They say are our old pictures that recently found at the flea market. They're pictures from Ireland in 1968. So if you look in the bar, they've got pictures up of Ireland from 1968, and I'll put some pictures up on the screen in a second for YouTube viewers. She's proud of them, and they did it all themselves, the pub and everything. The room was a disaster before, so now they've proper sorted it out, and it's got a purpose and everything now. The friends love to come and see it. They love to go and visit. They're slowly starting to decorate it for Christmas as well. And she's hoping to find a retro Guinness dispenser one day, which unfortunately is very hard to get in Germany. But I mean, I suppose not many people have them here in their bars, really, because they aren't the easiest thing to get. With people tend to have the surges and stuff more than anything, don't they? But yeah, they've still got lots of ideas about what they want to do next with the pub shed, whether they want to rebuild it or do changes to it and stuff like that. She's obsessed with the idea of doing a trad session in there at some point, which I'm not sure what that is. Trad session, does that ring a bell to you?
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
Trad session. And actually trad session. That might mean something to do with music, because she's actually taking violin lessons as well at the minute. So maybe
the guitar and the violin case.
That's it. It might be like some sort of like jam session. That's what it might mean, like a jam session there. Like a bit of an open mic type thing or something like that.
It will be the Ale and Audio. A bit like Taylor Tavern.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's a great looking place. I put the pictures back up on screen for people to have a look at. Give them a follow. It's the German Irish Pub on Instagram. But if I just go to some of the pictures, you can see here, it's a great looking. Oh, I've gone too far. It's a great looking place, as you can see. The bar looks really good. I love the lighting around it, and like I said, a lot.
Setup.
It's definitely got that kind of Irish vibe to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
They've got a heater in there. Yeah, they've got the heater in there, which looks nice. It's kind of like a log effect type stove sort of thing. You can see the guitar in there. Taylor Tavern would like that, obviously. I like the lamp that they've got. I mean, it's just kind of off picture, but they've got like a bottle. If you look at their Instagram page, you've got like a bottle lamp sort of thing. So the bottom of the base of the lamp is a bottle. I assume it's a lamp anyway. But yeah, it's just a really.
I like the like they said, the flea market pictures like add that sort of authentic touch, don't they? It's good.
They do. They really do. They've got the Guinness bottle top big thing as well. But yeah, it's a great looking place, isn't it, Jan? Is it your kind of thing? Do you like it?
Yeah, it looks really cosy. Looks like you could go there, and it looks like the sort of place you can just walk into and feel relaxed as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah, Definitely does. Looks really cozy. And they've done a lot with the place. And yeah, and I assume then, because it looks like kind of like it is a pub shed, but it's actually sounds like it's in a room in the house, doesn't it? This one, which is quite. We don't have many of those kind of bars, but it is really good use of the space, isn't it? Certainly, you know, if my pub shed blew down in Storm Debbie, which it nearly has done today, I'd certainly be building a bar in the house in the spare room.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd get into trouble for doing it, but I'd do it.
You just have to offset it with a Emma Bridgewater display in one corner.
That'll have to be it, yeah. That's it.
And I'll see they're fans of Guinness, which, as you know, I like a Guinness now and again.
No.
I
I bet they don't down a stein of it.
They might. You never know.
They might do, but I'm not sure there's a lot of people that do that.
No.
I can see the Marvel pictures in there as well. Is it Marvel or is it DC? And I'm not good at my comics, but
I didn't notice that.
Up on screen, if you can see the screen, you've got if it's Incredible Hulk and Captain America, is it?
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel. There we go.
Marvelous.
There we go. Good stuff. I like that as well. So yeah, give them a follow. Really enjoyed that bar. It is the German Irish pub. And like we said, the real name of their bar is Beckish Pub. That's how you say it. So there we go. Good stuff. Enjoyed that. Okay, then. So what are we up to? Well, what are we up to at the weekend? We're all doing the same thing, aren't we? Myself and Jan.
Yeah, I'm staying in.
Lots of Andy's staying local.
I aren't going anywhere.
He's invited us all up. He said, "Do you want to come out for my birthday?" He's not actually going to it himself.
No, I'm not going.
So yeah, I'm not going to forget to do it. So are we going to? In your finest voice, then, Johnny, you ready?
I'll try. Everyone, get your earbuds in.
Here we go.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andy Dudley. Happy birthday to you. Not just any birthday either, is it?
No.
Hey, life begins at 40.
Does it?
Apparently so.
Everybody I've seen who's 40's wrecked. So.
Well, you've got to.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and obviously it means Jan, the rest of the gang who are going as well. What we up to? We're going out. Yes, looking forward to it. In particular, the pizza. I've heard it's very good. Is that right?
Wow, yeah, there was a bit of a debacle about pizzas, but it is sorted. There is new pizza provider available.
Okay, cool. So what do we do? Do we just because
what do we do?
Sam put a message on saying pizzas, or like do we order them when we're there, or
no?
Or...
You basically get a token for pizza and then go and pick what you want.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. There we go. Nice one.
That.
Yeah, very good. And the bars were open 7 while 10. Or
7 till 10. Private party. Wristbands only. I need security, Jan.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll bring my blazer and my shirt.
Yeah. Just elbow a few people in the nose, and then if they've got a wristband, doesn't matter.
All right, no worries. Sorted.
Sorry.
Have you got any other birthday plans other than the big party then?
No. Not really. I've got a day off Monday. Woohoo! But yeah, nothing really. I'll be out since from lunchtime Saturday. So by the time you meet me, I'll be well oiled.
Well,
I probably won't remember the actual party, to be honest.
I'll be bringing you a keg as well.
Ooh.
A Belgian Blue. How far are you from Trentham Craft Bar?
Trentham, about a mile and a half.
Oh, that's not bad then, is it? I can drop it off next day, maybe.
Yeah.
See the done in.
Yeah, come see it.
Come see the done in. There we go. Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, and I do hope you have a really good birthday weekend, Andy.
I will do.
I was going to ask Jan what you're up to as well, but I'm guessing that's the
Jan's
kind
doing
of
nothing, she says.
as well, isn't it, Jan?
Sitting at home, nursing a poorly foot.
I'm being a bouncer for some random guy off Instagram's birthday on Saturday night I never knew about.
Unpaid.
Long drive home on Sunday, and then we're actually going to see Jimmy Carr Sunday night. So we're going out.
Hey!
Whoa.
Good.
Jan's going double out. In fact, you might as well come out Friday with your slippers on and stick the whole weekend.
I'm expecting Jan to turn up in a box, and it'll be like the best beer out of boxes ever. Jan just sort of bursts out of it. It's Jan box.
Yes. She's gonna bring me a wooden box.
That's it. Well, yeah, looking forward to it. So yeah,
as of today, I'm 39. The party's tomorrow, and then over the old mob Sunday.
That's it.
You're never healed. Never.
I'm in age terms now. I think I'm on hump day.
Yeah,
halfway through the week. You know what I mean?
That's it. Don't think about it too much, Andy. Don't think about it. What number do you want?
What for?
Yeah, I'm not asking what age do you want to go back to. I'm asking what number do you want for Dave's shit beer fact?
Has he got one?
Well, Jan's got one.
Jan's got one. We'll have number 1.
Number 1. Are you ready, Jan?
Yeah.
Dave shit. Dave shit. Dave shit. Beer fact of the week.
Brought to you by Jan Box from the Box and Hounds.
Right, so the Stade de France broke the record of most pints sold this year. So the previous record was a Metallica concert and they sold 90,000 pints. This year, during the Rugby World Cup, the Scotland-Ireland game, they sold 137,000 pints.
That's a pretty impressive fact. Bye.
See ya.
Bye!